Good afternoon, everyone. I have recently had the fortune to run across a local merchant in my area who was selling truffles. I should let you know that these truffles were relatively inexpensive compared to market prices. They are Oregon truffles, and I have purchased a black and white variety. I have noticed that on YouTube there is no videos describing them or reviewing them, so I thought that I would do this. Here you may see the much acclaimed truffles. This is the black variety, as you can see on the outside and on the inside. And I must let you know that the smell is utterly pungent. It smells like turpentine and gasoline and nuts and chocolate. This is the white one, as you can see. I think that it is very interesting how much the inside of the truffles, which I have sliced so that you can see the coloration, there is a marbling much akin to that of burl, if you have seen this growing on the side of trees. The white one has marbling as well. And as per instructions that I've read online, truffles are commonly served sliced very thinly. Now, I have noticed that they are very fragile, so I will have difficulty picking them up without them crumbling. They are very brittle. They are very brittle. Washing them and cleaning them proves to be a challenge. So let us start with the white ones, the white Oregon truffles. The smell, as I've said, is of turpentine. It is distinctly nutty. I detect potatoes. It smells somewhat like potatoes. Yes, it is a strong and pungent smell. But it smells like, I would say it smells like nuts and turpentine. It is a nutty turpentine smell. Let us taste a small slice. My first impression is that it had a very light flavor. This flavor is surprising when compared to the aromatic experience of smelling it. It has a very mild flavor, but a strong aftertaste. The taste originally is that of regular mushrooms. If you have ever eaten a regular mushroom, the taste is much like this. The texture, however, I would say is akin to that of a parboiled potato. It is not like a mashed potato, and it is not like a raw potato. It is like a parboiled potato. If you've ever made French fries and not cooked them thoroughly enough, this is what it tastes like, what the texture is like, I should say. Then there are subtle notes of turpentine, a distinct nuttiness, I want to say a grassiness, but not really. Garlic, that is right, not a grassiness like not a chlorophyll type taste, but it definitely has a pronounced garlicness to it. It is an interesting flavor. It has a stronger aftertaste than it has a taste. It is a very surprisingly mild taste. Now, let us try the black Oregon truffle. Let us smell it first. This one, the smell smells similar to the other one, but it smells more aged, more savory. I would say that it has a more... Its smell reminds me of miso soup, if you've ever had it, or of the bonito flakes that they sell in Asian markets. It has an almost fishy smell. A fishy, meaty, nutty. It's definitely still nutty. still turpentine-y. It has a very strong turpentine smell, but that is what I would say the difference is. This one smells fishy and meaty, whereas the other one smelled more garlicky. So now to taste a slice of it. As you can see, it has very nice marbling. It is a different color, darker color, and as you will notice, this one has a shell, which makes it easier to wash than the other one without breaking apart. As you can see on the outside, it actually has a shell. The other one does not have a shell so much. So now, let us make a wish. The taste again, very mild, very mild. The aftertaste is the initial taste is as before. The texture is much more nutty. It tastes like if you had sliced some kind of raw nut, like some kind of sliced peanut. The texture is very similar to a peanut instead of like a parboiled potato, or perhaps like a dried mushroom. The texture is not chewy at all. It's not mushy, but it's like a peanut. The texture is similar to that of a sliced peanut, but airier, if I might say. The taste, at first, it tastes like a nut or a regular mushroom, and then the taste is similar to the last one, but much less garlicky, and it is very nutty. It has traces of cola. It tastes a little bit, it has like a hint, it is the same as the other one, but a little bit more like Coca-Cola. And it is a unique taste. It is a unique taste, but it's meaty. It is savory. It is not as garlicky as the other one. Nutty, meaty, and has chocolate notes, cola notes. Let me see again. I don't think cola is the right way to phrase it. It stings less. It doesn't have a cola taste. It stings less than the white truffles. The white truffle has a slight bit of spiciness to it. This one has not this spiciness. But it's not spicy. Overall, I would say that if these were my personal opinion, is that though I can personally appreciate them, I feel that if they were common and therefore less expensive and were not so prized because of their rarity, I feel people would prefer them to most other... I think people would prefer most other mushrooms to them. I definitely enjoy them, and I have had them now before you, but I have also, right before making this video, I have also had them in an omelet, and I feel that it goes very well with fatty dishes. It adds a nice flavor, and I personally think it tastes much better when it is on top of a hot fatty dish, like for example an omelet or perhaps some risotto. I could see this being good on. Anything with a lot of fat content, I think would help it impart its volatile flavors. And it definitely is volatile. It tastes like how perfume smells, both of them. But it's really a very light taste and a strong aftertaste. You can feel it. You can taste it going down. It comes back up quickly, the flavor and the aroma. When you eat it, you can taste it for the whole day. It is a strong aftertaste that sticks around, but a very light initial taste. I am also particularly interested in seeing if there is any correlation with this burl, with this texture and cancer, because burl on trees is a form of cancer. Now, I have had a friend dare me to eat a large piece of truffle at once, to take a whole piece at one time, so I will do just that. Well, he said specifically that he'd like me to bite into it like an apple. So I will do this. It does not taste bad. But the reason I was coughing a little is because of the strong aftertaste really hits you. It really hits you. It's like how when you eat horseradish and it goes up your nose. My microphone stopped working halfway through. This concludes the truffle review. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.